Good morning, welcome back to Life of Dave. We're down the boat Sunday morning. Let's see what we can get done today. Right, so last time down we got a bit of glassing done. So last time down, I'm still finishing editing, but I've got this all glassed up. So I've glassed a big bulge onto there, miles too much underneath, a bit on the front there. I've got a lot of sanding to do, but the idea is I've got to sand this front flat so that that's back level with the glass, but leave a little bit flat down there. Once I've got the hinge area marked out, I can then take off any excess that I don't need there, but I just need to flatten that front off. So I've done that one and I've done this one, and it looks like, yeah, most of it slipped down underneath and ended up under there. So it has dropped, but it's in place, hopefully giving me enough to flat off the front. If it hasn't, then I'll flat it off, work out how good it is, and put a little bit more in there. Then once I'm finished, I can say, look, I've removed the excess. So we've got this locker all glassed in. So this was glassed up to here. That one's just overlapped it slightly to there. That's all stuck in place. So I've got to remove all that, take all that excess off, all these little wispy bits. That's all got to be taken off. We'll just get the sander out, take all that out, taper that in, and that's that done. Then we'll work out this bit here. If I need any more build up in there, because I've glassed this top bit, do I need to put a bit of glass in to fill that little area there, to sort of just smooth this whole thing off so that it transitions nicely between this one and that one. I mean, that feels pretty darn good at the moment. We've still got plenty of glass in that area holding the two together, but I just need to tie this lot together. There's no glass there, so that bit will be a bit thinner, a bit lower. There's a low spot, high spot. So can I sand this away and smooth that out, or do I need to do any more build up on that? We'll find out. I mean, I could hit that with some fairing comment. Well, I will be hitting it with some fairing comment and take most of it out, but I want it to be mainly glass so that it's absolutely blooming solid. I don't want fairing that could pop and come out. So that's my plan anyway. So all right, let's get cracking, get something done. Start off, I'm going to trim all this lot up, get rid of the excess, snip all that off, and then I can start sanding. That's as close as I'm going to go with that. I can hit that with a sander, finish that last bit. Get that out. Well, there we go, so that's trimmed up. I removed some of the excess so I could see the edge where I was cutting, and then just went over it again a little bit closer with a cutter. I didn't want to go too close to the first cut because you can't see what you're doing past all the overhang, and I didn't want to dig into the edge there
and chomp it up and cause myself more work. So I thought if I remove the excess out of the way, visually I should be able to see the edge better, and I could, so I was able to trim it a little bit closer second time round. So now I've got a little bit of finishing to do. The only other thing I've got to do is finish just filling the ends of these to smooth them all up. But this is covered in gel coat, and I don't want to stick it just for the gel coat. Although the gel coat's well bonded to the glass, I'm sure it'll be fine with a rough up. But I've got some drips and runs and things there. That's all got to be taken off. Right, let's start knocking this back. We'll see how that comes out. Bad at all. Tiny little wobbly bit there, that's more like a bit of fillet to go in now, I reckon. I don't want to sand the glass back too much and take away the strength I put on. I only really want to clean it up and just take off the surface, ready for another layer of whatever I'm going to put over, yeah. Yeah, so that ain't bad. Gumming up quite a lot. So I've got that fairly flat there. We'll see how that hinge sits in a minute. I'm not going to start running round this, so I don't want to round it off back to where it was. Needs a change, so I just wanted to go around the edge, taking off the worst of the wispy bits. Let's finish that up, gumming up a bit. So. Let's have a look, see how we're looking. Right, so, oh yeah, that's better. Right, so I've got my flat spot. That looks pretty good, pretty sweet. Oh, I only just made the edge of this side. I've got too much on the right, not enough on the left, but she's looking good. So this one looks like it's sitting nice, flush, it's keeping it in where it should be, out a little bit there, not too bad. This one looks like it's out a bit too far still, and it's holding it out there. Still got to take that one down a wee bit. I just don't want to go too much in one go, so I'd rather do it a bit at a time. That up, let's have a look. There that is. That's a lot better. It's holding out a little bit there. Not sure why. It's tucking something or not the bow for some reason. More than acceptable. Oh, so I've got to fair up the end anyway, so I can raise this slightly to marry the two together. I'll taper that off a little bit. Well, it's like the hatcher's bowed. It shouldn't have done, it's been sitting flat. Odd. None of the others have done that. It's sitting out at each end. like the hatch has bowed up. It's cool. Very strange. In the top, holding it back. Well, very strange. Very strange indeed. It looks flatter on the hinges now. Well, I don't know what's happening there, but it's like we've got a slight bow to it. It looks slightly bowed to me. I don't think you'll see it on the camera, but it does look slightly bowed. I don't know why. The only thing I can do with that is take a little off the back so that it goes in more. And then the only other thing I can do is put it in place and then taper down the front side to fair that in to the side that it's fitting. That's a shame, bit of a pain in the butt, but there you go. Right, let's just take a little bit flattening off the back. Better, but now it's in at the top, so that's the only thing. Put that in a bit. And the only thing I can do is sand the ends off. Not really much else I can do with that to get that to fit. I've got to make that match that. Needs to taper it off. I can't take any more off the back, because otherwise I'm just going to have a bigger gap at the top. Yeah, very strange. I don't know why that's tapered off. Little bit at a time. So this is quite a time-consuming thing. It's just getting them to fit nice, basically. That's better. That's a lot better. Not a lot off of there. Definitely sits better. This side's a little high. A little bit off of this end. And obviously it's got a slight curve to the boat, but this should be pretty flat. That's better. Nice there, it's out at the top a little bit, just there. I think that all depends on how this hinge sits. I'll push that one in tight, it pops the top out this side. I'll relax it a little bit, this side sits nicely, but then this side's miles out. I think we'll go for as close as I can get, you know, which is pretty good there. So that's pretty darn good. I just don't want it sticking out and looking stupid, you know. Micro millimetres I can handle, a couple of thousand. I want it as good as I can get it. You know, I don't want it to look silly, and have it covered that you can see it's clearly visibly sticking out. Now I haven't put all that work in to have it looking stupid and rubbish at the last minute. It's not happening. Yeah, that's a lot better. That looks nice and flat there now. I've just had to taper it down slightly. That's much better. I can run my hand over that now, it feels good. I think what I'm going to do is I've got to filler this end. I'm going to fix this end in there, keeping this gap nice. And I'm going to put all the filler at this end. I was thinking of putting a thin smear each end, but I just think that'll be 2 weak spots as opposed to 1. I'd like to build it with glass, but it's just so hard to do. I just fear that it's not really the way to go. If I position it, I don't even know if I need any. Actually, no, I might go with a thin smear each end, because I don't need a lot. No, I really don't need a lot, because I've got a layer of gel coat to go on here and on here, so that'll build most of that up. You know, I think I'm pretty much there. No, I think I need a tiny little bit of filler. Tiny bit of filler each end, just to smooth it off. There's a couple of jaggedy bits on the edge, and I think that will do me, to be honest. I don't think I need to do anything more with that, just a little bit of filler in each end. And I need to take a bit off the bottom there, once I've drilled my holes. I've got the gap along the top. I need a bit more gap there and there. I need to drill the holes first. Yeah, right. I need to take off the excess underneath, because I don't want it bobbling down like that, but leaving the area flat at the front, so I can't remove anything off of there. Right, let's get that done.